What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ. This highlight video is brought to you by the fine folks at Naples Rib Company. Perfect place to cater your team's next event. Margins are always slim when the high school pitchers take the bump at Blair Field, and they are extra slim on Wednesday as Wilson and Poly go head-to-head. Oldest rivalry in Long Beach, both teams with 3 more league losses, so the winner can grab second place and the loser can fall all the way to 4th for the upcoming playoffs. Wilson's sophomore Zach Petway going to get the ball for the Bruins, and it's not Josh Rios for Poly. Instead, it's senior Josh Vazella. Rabbits draw first blood in the first inning with some help from Petway. He walks Ian Connick and then loses track of him on the base paths. Up comes senior Paul Estrada, and he goes the other way into right field. So we've got Rabbits on the corners with nobody out. Up comes Val Stamler, and like the Poly football offense from 1908 to 2013, it's not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bruins can't double him up. Connick comes around to score. Stamler would steal second, and even though Josh Rios isn't on the mound, senior's still contributing at the plate. A clean RBI single up the middle. Looked like the throw might be on line, but it gets cut off, so Stamler scores. This is definitely the worst start in Petway's young career. So let's see what happens. Poly up 2-0 after their first. Meanwhile, Vuvu Vazella is walking a tightrope. In his first inning, Riley Dent reaches with an infield single, steals second, and is balked to third base. He'll be stranded there, though, as Vazella gets Jason Carrion to fly out to right field. Again, not a remix or a replay. In the second inning with 2 out, Will Simonson with a single. Mike Fitzgerald, get to the chopper! Throw is wild. Simonson to third base, but guess what? He'll be stranded there when Shane Baumel is going to fly out to right field. Oh, why not one more time? Third inning, 2 outs, Jacob Barham with a single. Carrion, my wayward throw to first base. Carrion gonna go to second. Barham all the way to third, and guess what? He'll be stranded there when Trevor Barlow flies out to left field. Well, if it keeps on raining, the levee's gonna break. 4th inning, 2 outs. Fitzgerald with a walk. Baumel up the middle. Everybody gonna be safe. Up comes Chris Betts. To no one's surprise, he's intentionally walked to load the bases for Riley Dent, and Dent makes his own luck. You wouldn't dare to justify yourself if you bossed what I bossed. Dent clears the bases. Betts looking like Mookie Betts, flying around all the way, turns up. Dent with a 3-run triple just puts the Wilson dugout on its ear. Meanwhile, struggling after the first 2 innings, Petway ditches the windup on the mound and pitches exclusively from the stretch for the rest of the game. Stretch Armstrong wraps up this Poly offense by just punishing the strike zone. He was not cheeky. We've seen him be cheeky, but he wasn't cheeky. Retires 11 in a row just with straight gas. Just 2 hits given up by Petway after the first inning, 5 Ks, and more importantly, just hanging zeros on that Blair Field scoreboard. It's very used to that. Meanwhile, the Wilson offense is on third well, they were just on third base a lot. Barlow reaches on an error in the 5th. With 2 outs, Fitzgerald is going to cash him in with a clean single of his own. First base coach says, hey, I think your dad taught you well. In the 7th, freshman Greg Riesbeck gets in on the action with a clean RBI single to left. Bruins all smiles, of course, after the first inning. With insurance runs cashed in, Cole Leaf goes 1-2-3 in the 7th for the save, and arguably the most impressive and important win for this Wilson season. Second place in the Moore League. They got a sophomore ace who continues to find ways to impress and a hungry offense. Wilson beats Poly 5-2 at Blair Field, and a great way to wrap up Moore League baseball at the mecca of Long Beach baseball. Thanks to all of our sponsors, including Papa Lucci's, who help us bring you all of these local sports highlights right here at GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram.